Hey, what's up artists? Jay from Tattooing 101, and today we are in Colorado Springs, Colorado because one of our students has just graduated from the Artist Accelerator Program and opened up his very first tattoo shop. But we all know you can't have a tattoo shop without a big ass panther head hanging up on the wall of your shop. So we're gonna go drop this off and check out his new place. Let's go. All right, so going to check out Steven, who just opened his very first tattoo studio, Obsidian Ink Tattoo, again in Colorado Springs. And it's killer, man. Like, I was away from the brand, away from Tattooing 101 for a couple of years. And coming back, it's so cool to see what Nathan, Brandon, Maddox, Diana, and like the whole community have really grown into while I was away. And one of the things we started doing is celebrating and sending out, tattoo machines, books, products, courses. And in this case, this is our second time doing what they're calling Pimp My Studio. So finding artists in the group who've graduated from the program, open up their brand new shop, and just going and dropping off like a whole load of gear, nice flash, and really helping them get started in the right way. And it's cool to see someone like Steven, like of course, opening their first shop, but we have lots of artists who are opening their first tattoo studios and really taking their tattooing and turning it into a full-time profitable career, which is killer. But the main reason why they chose Steven specifically is because even after he graduated, he didn't just say, thanks for the info, I'll be on my way. He stays around the community and reaches back to help other artists dial in their skills, improve their tattooing, put their portfolios together, and of course, help them take their tattooing full time. So that's why I really want to make the drive down here, hook him up with some new gear, and really just celebrate him for opening his shop and being a great member of the community. Definitely lost right now, but we should get there in just a few minutes. Yo, Steven.
Hey, how you doing,
man?
Jay?
How are you? Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. How's the drive?
Good, man. Super long.
Oh yeah, traffic bad?
Yeah, always. Denver traffic, man. Coming.
Yeah, I know. You want to come in?
Yeah, let's check it out. Yeah,
All right, welcome to Obsidian Ink and Abby's Alley.
Nice, man.
So this is all the art on the walls, and there's Obsidian Ink, my new private studio.
Very cool.
Had it for about a month, so I'm slowly getting it up.
Yeah, you're pretty set up already, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned a couple of things like a chair, armrest, and it took us a while to get down here because we have flash coming in from all over the world. So, but yeah, it's all in the trunk, man. You want to give us a hand, bring all that stuff in here? We'll start getting set up.
Perfect.
Cool.
I'm excited.
And then all in the back seat is just like, we already framed it for you and everything.
Oh, dang. Right.
All right, man. Follow your lead. Where you want to start?
We'll just set up here for now.
Cool.
We'll get everything else if you want.
Tools over here. Giant panther head.
Oh, nice.
No shop is complete without a giant panther head. Oh,
that's awesome.
That's Dave, man. All right, man. Yeah. So made a couple notes here. You said you were looking for, first and foremost, a new chair. I think that's this one down here. So the homies over at Tatsole sent you the new Tatsole armrest.
Oh, wow.
And then we got the new Tatsole Mako Light Artist chair. So maybe start with the functional stuff, get this set up and go from there.
We can do that.
Let's do it. Cool.
And then I had another armrest, a cheap one off of Amazon, but it wouldn't go high enough for the chair.
Oh, I see.
So I had to put it on top of a box in order to do like
super shaky.
Yeah, some crazy stuff.
Hopefully this one's a bit higher for you.
I think it will be. I can't tell you how many times I go to your positioning videos and stuff like that, like how to position clients and
yeah.
But I couldn't be more blessed with my life right now, and with my family, and then finding you guys, and everything I'm learning from you guys. I mean, it's just a blessing. I'm so humble and grateful for everything right now.
Yeah, man. And then props to you for going for it, bro.
Yeah, you got to do it, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to look back at life one day and be like, man, I should have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, I had an opportunity to be a tattoo artist. I should have done that.
Yeah. I wanted to, but it wasn't.
How many times do you hear that though?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it all originated with him for me.
Yeah.
I just stumbled on his videos, just how to tattoo, how to do a line. And his video popped up. I think his was actually the first one I clicked on.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Yeah.
And it just kind of hooked me in. I just watched all his videos, and He didn't sell me on the tattooing 101 course right away, but then eventually I was like, dude, this dude knows his shit. Like, I need to do this. And then you got to talk your wife into the price. Like, yeah, $600. He's like, well, they got a payment plan. I was like, I don't do payment plans. Like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
I have the money to do it. Let's go ahead and knock it out.
Right,
I think it'll make a change in my life, and it sure has. So now she wants to be an apprentice and do all the tattooing stuff.
Yeah.
She never touched art in her life.
Cool.
Some of the stuff she puts out now, like drawing.
Yeah.
She's doing real good.
That's so cool, man. Yeah, we should get these walls pretty covered with the.
I know, man. I was like, is all this mine? Golly.
And you said a ring light, but have you ever used the Ot light?
I've never used one.
Okay, cool.
I bet it's better.
Definitely my favorite for sure.
Really?
So the light from this is like what's called like true color.
Okay.
So you see the actual like color of the pigment of the tattooing. Whereas like a lot of lights tend to like discolor sort of like the reflection of the ink as you're tattooing. So the tattoo looks different while you're tattooing versus out in the sunlight.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
I've noticed that a lot, like a lot of reflection, especially with the ointments and stuff that you add to the skin while you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's why I directed these lights the way I did, because I had one shining down, but it was just like pretty much glowing.
Oh yeah.
On the skin where you couldn't see nothing. And how long did you say you've been tattooing, Jay?
Was that?
How long have you been tattooing?
Man, I did my first tattoo when I was 16.
Oh wow.
And I'm 38 now. Back then I'm from Oklahoma originally.
Oh, okay.
And tattooing was illegal down there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that jailhouse, like make your own tattoo machine style. Like, I don't know if I'd count those, but yeah, almost immediately once I joined the military in 2004, started hitting different ports around the world, kind of getting tattoos. I could probably do this.
Yeah.
And then struggling for years to try and do that.
Right. So I've been meaning to ask you, what has tattooing meant for you? Like,
yeah, man.
Getting into it.
I think originally, man, it was like that, kind of like that pirate lifestyle. Like the idea of like freedom, kind of like, I don't know, like like I said, like it was illegal back in Oklahoma. So it's kind of like this thing you weren't supposed to be doing, kind of have that edge to it.
Yeah.
And then I joined the Navy, and like I said, like hitting different ports and getting little souvenirs that you can't lose in, like Hong Kong, and you weren't supposed to be doing that either. But I think I was always kind of drawn to that pirate life. Same thing with the Navy. And then once I actually like figured out, like I had this crazy kind of health scare happen, and I couldn't get like a regular 9 to 5. And I think similar to you, man, is realizing just kind of how short life actually is.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm not going to a cubicle. I'm not going to be stuck on a ship anymore. I'm going to figure out how to make my own money.
Right. Yeah.
Doing something I love, and that was tattooing, man, for sure.
One of the biggest things for me too is, and I'm not taking away from anybody. Like I said, I want everybody to succeed. But when you do something for so long, and then you have somebody who has a college degree or something like that come in, and they take a position way above you and tell you how to do your job. It's like, you've never been in the field, or you've never done this before.
Yeah.
Like that's the hard part for me too. So being my own boss was definitely, on top of the scale.
100%.
Yeah. If I want to fire anybody, I fire myself.
Right, yeah. And one thing that kind of came from it too, man, is like when you're getting a tattoo, it's like, not to use the word trauma, but like your body is like undergoing some level of stress. And so you can remember exactly where every tattoo you got, like where you were, who did the tattoo, what was happening in your life at the time. And that really came out of like tattooing 5-10 years. It like started to come out like, oh man, like be really careful with what you're doing, because you're making an impression on somebody.
Yeah. That's one thing about me is I don't want to touch skin. Like I actually turned down a tattoo. The owner of this place, Abby, her cousin reached out. It's like, oh, I want a 3D butterfly, realism, this and that. I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ruin somebody's skin for money.
Right.
Like, and I think it had like something happened with one of her nephews or something that had a meaning to it.
Oh, dang.
So that's even worse, right? Like you don't want to mess that up.
For sure, dude.
So I'm just, like I said, money comes second to me. I really enjoy meeting people, their stories.
Yeah.
I did a flash tattoo sale, I think Friday 13th.
Nice.
And I met a lot of people with like mental health or, whatever the reason was for the tattoo they were getting, but they all had a story behind it, and it just really hits home, like.
Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy.
I
You really don't know what people go through until you actually have a conversation with them.
Bro, that's a big part of it, man. Like,
Yeah.
Like that session is like, it's not just like getting a tattoo, it's also like the connection, the relationship. It's like almost like therapy for a lot of people in a lot of ways, right?
Yep.
You know?
Yep. It was for me.
Right, yeah, exactly, man, exactly.
I think I got her done.
Looks good, man.
This is nice.
I think that one too, like they cut the side of it out too, so you can go backwards if you want as well, like sit in it backwards.
Oh yeah, okay.
And kind of rest your chest on it.
Right.
Super comfortable.
Man, I appreciate it. That's awesome.
All right, yeah, man. So, okay, we got the technical stuff out of the way. We start moving to the aesthetic stuff.
We sure shall. Let me move some of this out of the way. You said you did the traditional apprenticeship, huh?
I did, yeah. I had a couple different versions of it actually. I just mentioned this in the last video, but my first apprenticeship was, we actually got stuck in a small town in Alaska when I was in the Navy. We hit some high waves, accidentally launched the waves and collapsed in the front of our ship.
Oh, wow.
So we were stuck in port. And one of my friends was like, hey, while we're here for these few months, I'm gonna get my back piece done. And there was like one artist in this small town. And so I'd go with him to every appointment and just be like asking questions of the tattoo artist there. And I didn't know anything, right? But he's like, this is what you do, man. You don't want to waste all this time with liners and washing more tubes. So I'm gonna line this whole back piece with the edge of a mag.
Oh,
Just
wow.
line the whole thing with a mag. And it looked awful. And I'm like, okay, I don't know, right? I'm like, okay, that's how you do it then. Cool, makes sense. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm going up.
All right. Y'all can tell me if it looks ugly.
Oh, this is good already. A little taste of Hawaii.
Nice. Didn't.
All right, I think we counted 27 individual pieces. What has you interested more in realism?
I've always been good at drawing, like people and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like portraits and stuff, I think would be awesome for like memories. Like I'm very like home to people's hearts. Like if somebody passed away, I want you to be a badass memory of them.
Yeah.
I've seen some realism pieces and some portraits, and I'm just like, you know, I don't know. I just want to be able to make an impact on people.
Yeah.
You know, art's art. I mean, it's all beautiful, but there's some art, you know that, like, that means a lot to people.
Oh, for sure.
So realism and portraits, I think that's where my main area is. Right now, I'm more of a fine line type of guy.
Okay.
So I didn't want to do fine line, but all the ladies here like the fine line stuff.
Okay.
I did a fine line chest piece on my wife.
Oh, you got a certificate up here? Tattooing 101, EVP, first aid, body art competency. Oh, there we go. It's pretty close, right? It's only now dawning on me that Nathan and Brandon do the fun stuff like traveling, and there's manual labor involved. They send Jay down, hang up pictures. Even Steven stepped up, bro. I'm over here, manual labor. There we go. Heavy metal, death metal.
Sorry, I didn't expect so many pictures.
Here. Trying to smash my hand. All right, that's the last one. One Obsidian Black Panther head for Obsidian Ink Tattoo.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man, yeah. Thanks for being the community, man. Just a huge asset to the group. We're stoked to have you in there, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Glad I can make a difference.
Yeah, for sure. What do you have lined up this weekend?
Got an actual realism piece for a client. They want basically their dogs
Very cool.
in the clouds, black and gray. This is the dog they grew up with as a child. So she'll be looking down from the clouds. Really stoked about it.
Love it.
It's gonna be a fun piece to do.
That's a nice one, man.
Yeah.
Killer. Killer, man. Well, you have some new equipment and some new flash to kind of do your tattoo in. So yeah, I hope it works out for you, man. Yeah. And if you guys are in Colorado, come down to Obsidian Ink Tattoo. Check out my man, Steven. Come get tattooed.
Do it.
That's it.